Welcome to our explainer. Today, we're diving into something big. How AI isn't just making finance faster, it's making it smarter, more personal, and believe it or not, a whole lot safer. We're going to see how one single global shockwave can be transformed in real time into a precise strategic advantage.
So, picture this. Absolute chaos. A sudden event sends shockwaves ripping across every financial market on the planet. Now, for most people, that's a moment of pure panic. But for a new breed of professional, this is where the story actually begins. A story powered by a totally new kind of intelligence.
And this quote, from a trader we'll call Alina, really gets to the heart of it. You know, in today's market, just reacting to the news, that's not enough. The real edge, the real secret sauce, comes from understanding the deeper logic of how the market is positioned. And that's exactly where AI is changing the entire game.
So what was the big shock? Well, the U.S. Federal Reserve surprises everyone. They come out with a really hawkish tone, and boom, immediately, Treasury yields spike, the dollar surges, and volatility just goes through the roof. It's a classic recipe for market-wide panic.
But here's the thing. Instead of panic, we see precision. And we see it through the eyes of three very different professionals. First, we've got Elena, a super fast-paced derivatives trader. Then there's Marcus, who's a long-term investor. And watching over it all, we have Sophia, the compliance officer. That one announcement from the Fed, it's about to hit each of them in a completely unique way.
And this is where it gets really interesting, right? The market shock is the same for everyone. It's universal. But the response? Well, that's powered by a single integrated AI. And it is totally personal, custom-tailored to the goals, the assets, and the risk profile of each person.
This really shows the massive shift in how things are done. The old way? It was all reactive. You see a headline, you panic, and you basically just follow the herd off a cliff. The new AI-powered way is proactive. It anticipates the ripple effects and crafts a strategy that is personalized just for your assets. Honestly, it's the difference between being crushed by the wave and knowing exactly how to surf it.
So for Elena, the trader, the AI doesn't just buzz her phone with an alert. It suggests actual, concrete actions. For instance, it knows a stronger dollar could really hurt the euro, so it instantly recommends cutting that exposure. But at the same time, it sees a new opportunity linking to energy prices and suggests rotating into oil. It's not just reacting to one thing, it's playing 3D chess, even recalibrating her safety nets on the fly. This isn't just fast, it's strategically brilliant.
Now, let's look at Marcus, our long-term investor. The AI thinks completely differently for him. It takes a much wider, more defensive view. It might suggest using the stability of certain crypto assets to hedge his gold holdings or automatically pull money out of funds in regions that just became politically risky. See, for him, it's not about the next 10 minutes. It's about protecting his capital and positioning for trends that are going to play out over the next 10 weeks or more.
And here's the secret layer that makes this entire thing work. Compliance, personified by Sophia. Her AI isn't trading, it's watching. Every single action suggested for Elena and Marcus is instantly checked against this insane maze of global regulations. From the US, Europe, the UK, you name it. It creates a perfect, instantaneous audit trail. It makes sure every single smart move is also a safe one.
So, this brings us to the core idea of this whole explainer. Probably the most powerful thing this AI does isn't just its speed or its number crunching. No, it's the role it plays as a translator.
This chart shows the process perfectly. On the left, you start with a massive, noisy, chaotic input, that global shock. The AI acts as the translation engine in the middle, filtering all that noise through layers of data, regulations, and of course, personal strategy. And the output? It's not more noise. It's a clear, compliant, and totally actionable trade. It literally turns chaos into a signal.
So, you can think of this AI as a kind of bridge. It connects the huge impersonal macro event to the very specific personal action you need to take. It connects the amazing market opportunity to the strict regulatory requirement. It makes sure every single move is not just smart, but also safe and legal.
And this completely changes how we think about compliance. You know, it's no longer that department that just says no at the very end of the process. In this new model, compliance is a co-architect of the entire strategy, built right in from the very beginning.
I just love this quote from Sophia.
It's witty, but it reveals a deep, profound truth. The AI's encyclopedic knowledge of these incredibly dense rules, like some obscure European regulation about trade transparency, is precisely what allows everyone else to act with speed and with confidence. The trust isn't blind, it's earned, built on verifiable, machine-level expertise.
And let's be super clear, this isn't just some theory. The system is navigating a real-world maze of rules. We're talking about European guidelines on automated advice, American rules demanding that every action is in the client's best interest, and British requirements for how an AI must conduct itself. These aren't just suggestions. They are hard-coded guardrails built directly into the AI's logic.
So, where does this leave the humans in the loop?
Well, it reinforces what might be the most powerful combination in modern finance: human strategy amplified by machine speed and precision. The AI isn't replacing our expertise, it's making it more powerful.
And this quote from Marcus, our investor, just captures the new mindset perfectly. Market shocks, they're going to happen. They're inevitable. But with this kind of technology, the goal isn't just to survive them. By transforming these shocks into tailored, intelligent strategies, the team isn't just reacting anymore, they are actively evolving.
Which leaves us with one last crucial question to think about. If the AI handles the translation, the speed, and the compliance, what then becomes the new, expanded role for human strategy and judgment? It points to a future where we are freed up for a much higher level of thinking, an exciting frontier that we are all just beginning to explore.